Good evening. Happy Wednesday evening. Um, Welcome back to Marathon Block Marathon Madness. So today we're going to talk about Season 9, Episode 22, Midweek Madness 2. And then we're going to talk about Season 4B, Episode 28, Ethan Abbey 1.0 Fight. So let's begin this maddening episode of Sajan Block Marathon Madness, Season 9, Episode 22, Midweek Madness 2. So this episode starts out normal. He gets breakfast. He gets to Heartland. And then it's an English day. So it's Wednesday. So with Miss B. Um, so um, so they start off with this bell work, and then they have like a lesson or activity or something that they're working on, and um, then he has the 20, 15, 20-minute break or whatever, which we don't see um, this time. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Kind of like stay off, sometimes we don't. So, um, and then he goes into class, and then they work on another activity lesson. And it's kind of stressful, so that's giving him some midweek madness. It's kind of a stressful topic or whatever. Not not a trigger topic where it's triggering. It's just kind of stressful. Um, like to understand. It's hard to understand the subject. That's something, the activity. And then after that, but he gets through it with some help. And then they work on a book that they're working on. Um, and then the bell, when then they get on the Hartman bus, he gets back to the high school. Then he has a stay hall period, which we don't see. And then he goes to lunch. Um, and he chats with the Burhan. There's some drama with the Burhan. Some more midweek madness. Oh my gosh. Um, but they get food. They talk it out. They get food. They eat lunch, and then wax. It's like hamburger day. Flies, which I love. Okay. And then after lunch, he goes to science with Mr. Mendock and Mr. Miller. Same old, same old. You know the drill. They have a lesson, and then they have an activity. That's pretty much it. Um, and it's kind of stressful. The activity, I think, is, but he gets through it with some help too. There's always someone to help you, which is great if you um, need it. And then he goes to Algebra 2, which is midweek madness every day in itself is madness in itself. With Mr. Steven, and I think they have a lesson, and then they have like an activity which is kind of stressful. He's having some no more midweek madness. It seems like things are just not going his way today, but he's getting through it, trying to. He's physically getting through it, but mentally, oh my gosh. We all been there at work or school or wherever. Where we're physically getting through it, we're somewhat mentally getting through it. Sometimes we're not mentally getting through it, but we get through it. Anyway, we all been there. We all been having those. We all have those days sometimes. Um, Even just living life. But anyway, but we get through it. God guides us out. But anyway. But it's still tough. But anyway, um, and then he goes to resource with Miss Oswald. Miss Oswald, he does his assignment for Algebra 2. He gets help with it. He gets through it. He does decent on it. And he goes to Mr. Wild Winwich, and they have some midweek madness there. Wild Winwich is going kind of wild and crazy like he does every day. But that's all right. And then they have a lesson, and then they work on an assignment. The bell rings at 3:30. He goes home, and that's it. Um, now, season 4B, episode 28. This is a Tuesday here. I want to point that out. Lisa and Abby 1.0 fight. So this is a day off. This is a waiver day. Um, so he gets breakfast, his cereal, does his little pre-morning, meaning his pre-day ritual, dancing, listening to music, listening to Taylor Swift and Lizzo and whoever else, and dance, And then he says hi to Mom and Luke. They get their day started, and then he goes, and then they do him and Luke do some games and some activities together for a little bit. Um, and then we take a commercial break, and then after that we do a lunch break. So Hunter, Mom, and Luke they go to the playground and park, and that's where they pick up their lunch for. No, they don't pick up. They pick lunch days are Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So they eat lunch that they picked up on Monday. Never mind. Um, So they eat lunch, and then I think Hunter, Mom, and Luke, they do some errands at the store. They go to the bank. Mom has to go to the bank, and then they go to the store, um, and that's, and then they go home. And then it's game day Tuesday, so Hunter decides to do some games on his phone. Um, let's see, on his tablet that he has, which I still have. Um, And then we take another break, and then we go back to filming, and they take an outside break with Hunter, Mom, and they walk around a little bit, um, and then outside around the block, and then they go back home, and then Hunter does this. Uh, so Hunter pulls up his iPad. He goes gets a picture of Lisa from 600 Pound Life and Abby, you know her from Dance Moms, which I love her and I love that show. And portions of Dance Moms, inspired Sajan Bach. Like the pyramid from Dance Moms inspired Hunter's Birdhood Pyramid. So, and then Abby's attitude is similar to Hunter's attitude. So, on the show, and Abby's like the leader of the dance company, and Hunter's the leader of the Birdhood. There's some I took some inspiration from Dance Mom. So um, Abby, I mean, and Lisa, um, they do, they have like a little fight or whatever. Um, they have like a little cat fight, girl fight over stupid stuff. It's just, it's just something funny Hunter was doing. Um, so, I don't remember what it was, but we just needed some drama for a show. So, you'll see on the clip what the fight was, the pretend fight. Um, I think like Abby stole Lisa's man or something. Yeah. Um, and Lisa wasn't having. They were like talking now. But that was just a funny part of the episode today. Um, on that day. And then after that, Hunter calls it a day. He does like a little dance and a little ritual. He calls it a day. Um, and that is it for this episode of Sad John Block Marathon Madness. See you here Thursday night for another episode of Sad John Block Marathon Madness. God bless and protect each and every one of you, and I'll see you next time.